Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Jesse Green Live In Between. Hope you all enjoyed last week's podcast. It was the first time I shot behind the scenes on an actual movie set, and we still have one more day to shoot for that movie short, which I'm looking forward to because those two actors, actor and actress, are super to work for. Director is, it's a good story. It's a funny story, and I'll be glad to be able to get rid of all this because I play a mountaineer man with my hair down. I look real raggedy, and of course, I play a nasty character. Surprise there, right? But that should be finishing up here. We got like a half a day shoot. We just had to find one character for in the movie, an outside character that comes in for just a couple scenes, and that'll be a wrap. Other things I got coming on in the end of October, I got something exciting on the 27th, I believe. I'll be in Covington, Georgia. For any of you Vampire Diaries fans, that's where they shot the Vampire Diaries. In fact, they've shot like 120 movies there. That's where in Cannonball Run, if you remember landing the airplane in the middle of town, that was right in the square of Covington, Georgia. So I'm going to be down there for a celebration. They have a house there called the Pirate House, and I'm going to be the attraction there, having pictures taken, signing autographs. In fact, I found out just last week that they're going to open up the Pirate Gardens in the back because I'm there. So that should be really, really fun to do. Road trip. I am leaving, going to Covington, Georgia, doing that, then going down to my house in Daytona Beach, where I need to shoot my couple scenes in a movie called The Hive. I'm looking forward to that. It's a small role, but it's going to be probably the most intense, emotional scene I've ever shot in a movie. It's going to be, I've already told the director, Sean, that for my part in that movie, they can go ahead and set up the lights, set up the camera, and then I want everybody out of the room because I don't want to go where I got to go for this scene. Actually, two scenes, and one of them's a whole lot worse than the second scene is a whole lot worse than the first scene. But I don't want anybody else in the room when I have to go inside to pull out what I've got to for this scene. So I'm looking forward to that. I look forward to anything that challenges me. Just last week, after the podcast aired, it was announced that I'm going to be playing the lead role of Edgar in a movie called Pumpkin Guts. That's going to be shot in western West Virginia, Kentucky area, somewhere out there. I'm all excited about that because this is a role. Since I played Gene Blackwell in Killer Campout, I've been looking for a role, a super, super nasty role. And this is, I told the producers when they were making this movie, and I lobbied hard to get this role, that if they can pull off all the special effects in this movie, this is going to be a hell of a movie. I mean, there are some things that I'm going to have to do in this movie. I've never done a movie before, as far as villain wise, and again, I'm looking forward to it because that's the fun part about a movie and playing the bad guys. You're able to go places in your mind and bring those characters to life that isn't anything like you experience in real life. I love it. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know where inside here that all lingers, and I can, when I'm playing that bad guy, it comes to the front. I don't know where that happens, but I love playing those parts, and this is going to be awesome. Plus, I get to work the main actress in this is Shonda Rollins, who's I've been wanting to work with for 3-4 years now. We've been on a couple movies, a couple scenes together, but in this one we're in a lot of scenes because, like I said, I'm the bad guy and she's the lead normal person. Would that be the right word? But she's the lead actress in the movie. I'm the bad guy and the killer, and looking forward. And the other exciting thing is another actress that I have admired from afar. I've met her one time, that I've always wanted to work with, is Angel Bradford. Well, it comes to find out in this movie, she's going to be the director. So I sent her a message and said, "Hey, Angel, I've been wanting to work with you, but guess what? Now you get to boss me around." So that ought to be exciting, getting bossed around by Angel. So I'm looking forward to that. We were hoping to get it shot this fall because there's a pumpkin patch involved in the movie, but we may have to put it off till spring next year. But don't really know. On the coming up this month, in a week from this Saturday, whatever the date is, I should have it right here in front of me, and I don't. I'm going to be up in York, Pennsylvania for Hocus Pocus. A good friend of mine, Julio, is putting it on. I'll be there as Jesse L. Green, and I'll be there selling movies, signing autographs, taking pictures, chit-chatting, whatever you want. I love this, going out, meeting the public, meeting the fans that enjoy what I do in the movies. I'll have some wrestling stuff there for Captain Decapitate. So it should be a fun day in York, Pennsylvania. All the details will come up down here at the bottom for it. So I forget the date right offhand. So, okay, I'm going to Covington, Georgia. Then I'm going to the house in Florida. Oh, and then on the 8th of November, I will be in Charlotte, North Carolina for the premiere of The Last Footprint. It's a Bigfoot movie, and oh man, I can tell you, I've seen outtakes of this, and this is going to be an awesome Bigfoot movie. This is loosely based off of actual events, and my role, again, small role, but while I loved the role that I had, so I'm anxious to see that. I found out that the movie that I shot for the company from Belfast, Northern Ireland, it's going to be finished in November. It's called an American Irish horror story, and had a small role in that, but shot it one night, late at night, down next to the Washington's Monument in D.C. So that's gonna be fun. What else do I have? I know I got some scenes to come up to work on a spy movie. That'll be coming up. Going to be working on a movie with Rob Roy. It's called Guts, G-U-T-Z. I forget what it stands for, but G-U-T-Z. That's coming up. As soon as some minor issues with that, we'll start shooting that hopefully in October, November. Wow, I'm gonna be busy. And of course, I have my wrestling stuff with Voltage Wrestling. Unfortunately, well, fortunately, however you look at it, last show at Vanish Hall, after about a 4 or 5 year run with me managing Beastman through championships, losing championships, winning championships. We've been a team for 4 or 5, maybe 6 years. I turned on him. I caused him to. He was going up against a champion, AJ Styles. I'll put the name down here. And it was a cage match, and it was one of the most awesome matches I had ever been involved in. Of course, I didn't get inside the cage. I know not to get inside the cage, but I rooted Beastman on and really wanted him to win, and he knocked him out, and I ran around, opened up the door to the steel cage, and Beastman came over, was crawling out the door, and I crashed the door into his head, knocked him out, and he didn't win the championship. And I'm Captain Decapitated is kind of happy about that. I told the champ, I said, don't think that I did this for you. I did this for myself. And so you're going to have to follow Voltage Wrestling now to find out what happens, because Beastman chased me around the arena. Of course, he's 450 pounds, and I'm down to like a slim 188 now. And but I'm old, got a limp, but he still can catch me. But he's gonna get me, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen when he's gonna get me. It's not gonna be a real pretty sight. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But follow Voltage Wrestling. Most of our shows are going to be at Vanish Hall, but I always promote on my page when wrestling shows are coming up. Going into the new year, I got the movie I was telling you about, that where I'm Edgar, and I'm the killer Scarecrow in the movie. If we shoot that, that's going to be in October, November. If we don't shoot it then, it's going to have to fall back, and we shoot it in the spring. There was something else I want to tell you about, and it just went right by me. I got some other Comic Cons coming up in Carlisle in October. Can I put the dates down here? I think it's 14th, 15th, and 16th in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. I'll be there. I'll be sharing a booth with Russell Sage Patrick, my kind of hangs around, keeps me out of trouble. He keeps me out of trouble. And so we're gonna be sharing a table there. So come see both of us. We have some movies in common, but we got a lot of different movies. And I'm going to be doing the con up in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Again, I'll put it down here. And we're already committed to the con here in Hagerstown, 4-State Comic Con, in next March, April. So got a lot of cons coming up. I know what it was. Can't tell you a whole lot, but all I can tell you is there's going to be an episode of Jesse Green Live in an actual horror movie. I'm not sure if I'm going to be interviewing the killer and not know it. I'm not sure the parameters of it, but I'll be in that movie, and I'll be doing a podcast just like this for Jesse Green Live. So I'm excited about that. And that should be, we should be taping that pretty soon. The Indiegogo just ended for that, and they're still going to make announcements on the actual movie itself. So got that coming up. Boy, there's going to have to be two of me. I'm so, just want to put a word out there, because a lot of you know I had a stroke last November, coming up on a year now, and I wasn't too sure that that stroke was going to be the end of me doing any of this stuff. But I was able to go through rehab. I get back. I still have some balance problems, and my handwriting never came back. But anybody gets a signature from me, you can't tell anyhow, because my signature was just a scribble anyhow, and now it's an unreadable scribble. But when I try writing something, I can barely read my own writing. So the handwriting never came back. But if that's all that if that's all that I suffer from a stroke, I'll take that. But it was a rebuilding process, and like I said, thank you for the people who contributed to the GoFundMe fund that Russell set up for me. I sure appreciate it, because I went through like a 5-month period where I wasn't able to generate any kind of income. I wasn't able to work my business. I wasn't able to do wrestling shows, and just that little bit of money was enough to get me through that tough time. So I want to appreciate everybody that contributed to that. Also want to appreciate anybody that even thought about it. And the prayers, that's why I'm here, because of the prayers. And then in January, middle of January, as I was starting to at least recover from the stroke, I had to put my boy Marley down, which was heartbreaking. It was just him and I for 14 years, and that was my soul dog. It was just him and I for 14 years. I like to joke and say that everybody says they have the best dog. No, you're all wrong. I had the best dog. I can't tell you one bad thing about Marley. He was just, he was my soul dog. He slept with me every night. He followed me everywhere I went, even though at times it became a pain in the butt. I'd do anything to have that pain in the butt right now. And that was tough in some ways. Mentally, that's been the tougher thing to get through than the stroke. The stroke was physical to get to. Losing Marley was emotionally hard to get through, and I'm not sure I'm through yet, but hey, I can make it through this talking about him. So it's getting better, but I won't ever forget you, buddy. So, never thought I'd be back where I'm at now, doing all the things that I'm doing. I made a conscious decision when I had Marley. He was getting older. When I had to put him to sleep, he was probably 16 years old, and I had him for 14. And over the last couple of years, I had made a conscious decision to back away from traveling to wrestling shows that were 3-4 hours away. Just concentrate around here and concentrate on movie projects around here. And I never really put an acting reel together. Never joined anything like Actors Access, Backstage, because it wasn't much sense to send fillers out for movies at places where I couldn't go, because I couldn't take Marley. I couldn't. So I made the conscious decision while Marley was alive to just stay here. And so since January, I've joined those two things. I've probably sent out 15, maybe 20 audition tapes all over the country. Dallas, Houston, Washington State, LA, New York, Boston, quite a few to Charlotte. Haven't heard back from any of them, but that's the name of the game in this business. You just keep putting stuff out there, and eventually somebody's gonna pick up on that audition and go, that's the guy we want. And you have to, tough things to learn, but you have to learn that just because you didn't get the call back doesn't mean that you're not a good actor, that you didn't do the audition well. Maybe you just didn't look like they were looking for. Maybe they were looking for a darker head guy. Maybe they're looking for somebody a little bit younger. I get that a lot. I go through these auditions that are on there, and I read down through them, and it's like 20, 30-year-old, 30, 40-year-old, 30, 35-year-old. And by the time I get to the bottom, I hope that there's something, because I figure I can play maybe, if I get rid of all of this, I can play maybe 55 to 80 is what I put in there. And not every movie, not every TV project, TV show, short has a role in it for somebody my age or somebody that looks like me. So, you have to, it's a hard thing to learn in this business, but man, you get freaking turned down. You get turned down a whole hell of a lot more than what you get accepted. And I still love this business. I'll probably do it until, well, I can probably at some point look for roles and that I got to be in a wheelchair. But I love this business. I am so blessed and so lucky to be able to work in my day job. I've been doing that for 37 years now, probably going on 38, and I don't love it, but man, it's provided me with a great life. So I gotta love that. And now being able to work in the movie business and professional wrestling, man, I can't believe I am so blessed to be able to work in two businesses that I love. Professional wrestling is awesome because the feedback is immediate. As soon as I walk through the curtain, it's game on. And the matches might only last 10, 12, 15 minutes. But during that 10, 12, 15 minutes, I'm doing theater in the round is what I'm doing. Because I'm a heel manager, I'm a bad guy. So my job is to make the face look good during the match and to get the crowd riled up. The more I can piss off the crowd, the more I can hear a Captain Crunch chant, then I know I'm doing my job. Even though I pretend I hate being called Captain Crunch, man, that's music to my ear. And there is nothing like being in a venue and 200, 250, 300 people, and they hate you. They hate you so much that they call you Captain Crunch. And I pretend I hate it, but inside here, I am so freaking happy that I'm able to suspend their beliefs for 5-10 minutes that I am Captain Decapitate and I am a nasty asshole and I don't care what the hell anybody thinks about it. So it is so fun to be able to do that for 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then you walk back through the curtain and I become Jesse Green again. And on the movie side, it is so great to get a script, see somebody's ideas written on paper, and then I go in and I turn those words that are written on paper into an actual character. And I love playing bad people. They're so much fun, and you can go places as a bad person mentally that you can't as a good person. And I just love them. Even though in Anna Key, my biggest movie and the one I've won awards for, I was a real mellow guy. Danny was real zen, and I win awards. So that's the fun about acting, because you can go from here to there depending on what the person put in the screenplay. And I love that. I love being able to bring those words into a real physical being. And like I said, I thought when I had the stroke that all this might be behind me, but hell no. I've had an ongoing joke with George Stover. Anybody in the movie business knows George Stover, that I was going to catch his ass in a number of movies. And I think he still has me by 60 some movies, but and every time I go to a movie and I see him on set, I'm like, George, how the hell am I going to catch up with you in movies if we're in the same damn movie? So like I said, when I had to put Mario to sleep, I made the conscious decision to look for movies away from here. And since January, I'm going to be doing a movie in Michigan, Daytona Beach, West Virginia, Kentucky area. Possibly maybe in 2026, in the fall of 2026, I'll actually be traveling to Belfast, Northern Ireland, to do a movie with the company I worked for from Belfast and I shot at Washington's Monument. So that would be exciting to travel out of the country to do a movie. But yeah, whatever comes along, whatever fits into my schedule, whatever pays enough at this point, I'm there. And I tell everybody that, you know, my philosophy is I show up to damn work. When I go on a movie, I show up to work. I know my lines. I fuck up lines every now and then, but you know, everybody does. But I'm there to work. And so if you take me on as part of your cast, every day I show up, you're going to get 110% of what I can do. Not saying I'm the best actor out there, but you're going to get 100% of what Jesse L. Green can do. And it's got me this far. So hopefully it'll continue to go. And I'm more conscious of my health now. In fact, I was just talking to somebody the other day that I physically I probably feel better than what I felt in years. I'm down 42, 44 pounds, and I just feel better. I have to admit, I'll be 75 in January, so I got aches and pains and some arthritis kicking in, but you know, that's old age. But as far as physically, I'm still ready to go. I'm building back my stamina now. I can't go 12 hours on a movie set. I can maybe go 4 and take a 4-hour break and work the last 4 hours, but I can't work 12 hours straight through. I just don't have the stamina built up for that. And I may not ever get that back in my age, but I do my damn best. But I tell you what, being on here for about 30 minutes talking, I'm ready to go take a nap. So I'll see you next week at 5:36 a.m. for Jesse Green Live. And right now I'm working on a super guest. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it done before next Wednesday morning, but damn, I'm working on it because it's going to be a good podcast. I'm hoping you all are enjoying enjoying Jesse Green Live. We're coming up on 2 years on October 31st. And right now we're at 45 Jesse Green Lives. We're at like 24 Jesse Green Lives in between. And we're probably about 20 shorts. And I'm going to be adding shorts because I added a short from the movie Anna Key. And in 1 week, it got 100, probably close to 190 views in 1 week. Best thing that has happened on the Jesse Green Live channel. So I'm going to be doing more clips from Anna Key. I even throw in more clips from other movies. Give you an idea of what I've been doing out there for the last 10, 11 years if you haven't got a chance to see any of my movies. So we'll see you all next Wednesday morning, 5:36 a.m. for Jesse Green Live. And thank you for joining in, because if I didn't have people watching this, I might as well be sitting here talking to myself. So we'll see you next Wednesday. Hope you have a good week.